Good morning, Pioneers. Welcome, employees of Fix-It. Today we are going to finally do the drone that I've been saying I'm going to do for the last two episodes, but I found myself doing other interesting things instead. Then after we get the drone set up, we are starving for three items right now. Cable, aluminum casing, and modular frames. So I know the frames problem is going to be we don't have enough iron rods coming in, and that's fine. That's pretty easy to fix. The cable problem is going to be really easy to fix because all we need to do is just pump up the miner to either an MK3 or add some shards in there to make it produce more. Boom, cable. The casing should be easy to fix, kind of. Once the copper starts coming in to make our all-clad plates, we'll get a more consistent flow of scrap, which should equal us to either make more casing inputs, so it's literally just one constructor. We could probably scale back a little bit on our all-clad aluminum plates now that we've built most of our base with tier 5 belts. The only thing we're really going to use them for is heat sinks going forward, so we'll probably put more of our production into aluminum casings. And I'm doing this very long intro because when you get to this point in the game, I don't care how good your planning is, you're going to get some alternative recipes that are going to kind of change what you think you're going to be out of. And make sure that your needs change along with that. But what's good about that, like the aluminum casings for instance, is I know I'm putting out about 1,000 aluminum scrap, in general. I only have 2 refineries. So I can just take the existing infrastructure that I have, shift the production around a little bit. Don't need to do any belt work. Don't need to do any balancing. Don't need to do any complicated math. Just take this all-clad sheet and make casings out of them. They still go on the same belt. They still go onto the sushi belt. And boom, Bob's your uncle. You're good to go. All right, so anyways, without further ado, let's get right into it because we've got a lot of stuff to do today. All right, so let's head over to our aluminum production first. And, we're doing all of this while we're waiting for another 42 fused frames. And here you can see here you see everything that's trickling. Cables, I saw some frames go by here. I don't want these belts necessarily to be full. They don't need to be full, but they do need to be coming in, and here's our casings. They need to be coming in more than like 4 per second. I also need some AI limiter, like 1 or 2 AI limiters for the drones. I think we have those being built somewhere, probably in front of our supercomputers, right? Maybe over here, yeah. So we'll just grab a couple of these, and that's fine. It's not going to slow anything down. All right. We need, just for the drones, need AI limiters, and I think they need like a miner. I made sure I have the mats for the drone ports themselves, and we do. All right, so we can see our aluminum casings coming in. The production isn't too bad, but it could be better. And another thing that I like to do is, if you notice, I kind of put, why aren't you guys working? I guess I just never hooked you up. That's why it's a good idea to come back and always check your... So we might have had a little slowdown in our water production over here. I don't think that's that big of a deal. Alright, so one thing I like about popping down a drone port is, and I use these little hoppers. I know this is kind of my copper hopper. I did not mean to make that rhyme. If this guy would get out of the way, I don't think he will, but we could put a drone port. Nah, it's too big anyways. Definitely don't want to cover the SAM ore, because we might use it later. So we'll get a drone port over here. And I'm going to put a little power in it. This drone port will only be used for, it's not super important, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. We'll get a drone here. Okay, we need a portable miner. Oops. Get one of these. Drone here. Okay, so what we should see is that the drone has obviously nowhere to go right now. Last fuel type, target, no destination set. Okay, and then we want to make sure the outbound is going to basically come around here. Hop up, and then just go right into this hopper, because that's where our copper is. And we can make this cleaner, because honestly, we're not going to be putting anything into this drone port, so it's fine. We don't need to take anything back. Although you could. Got 100 fuel in there, and honestly, it's only going to make about 20 trips before the game is done, I think, so, if even. Let's see what my... kind of want to... obviously, this is full right now. So let's see, what are these guys doing? Okay. You guys are taking in... yeah, they're really not able to push out too much more right now. Running at 47%. Okay. Figure out why these guys... oh, too much silica in here. That's why they can't run. Okay, you're going there. You're going there. Okay, so we have silica coming in. And yeah, this should beef this up. So I might... now this is going to produce a lot of water, but let's try this for now. We'll be back here shortly to help balance any problems. This doesn't really do much because we're just not producing enough scrap, or ingots rather. And I guess I think I need one more refinery right here, which is going to be an absolute nightmare of a place. So I think we might just be where we're at. Alright. It's cool. It's trickling in. Obviously, I don't need these shards because I can see that they're just working at 37%. I was a little worried about my aluminum setup. I don't love it. I should have definitely left myself more room, and now I'm a little worried it's just going to be more of a hassle to fix it. But whatever. We got drones to be fixing. Again, when we come back here and look at our base, we see that everything's flowing out pretty much how we'd like to expect, 240 a minute. Similarly, same over here. We got iron ingots just flowing through. They end up coming down here. They usually don't make it all the way down, but they do back up right here. So what I'm going to do is kind of like we did last time. Okay, so we're going to sloop this up. Not sloop it, we're going to beef it up. Okay, we're going to change some of these belts. So you need to change all the belts up until where it enters in the system that's already working. Yeah? And then we're just going to split off the excess right from here. Okay, so we got 240 going in that way, which means we have another 480 coming out. And for here, so we have just, okay. We'll go on the other side here. We'll do splitters. Peel this off. This ore is still going to keep going through, so that's fine. Because out here, we're going to be producing 30 times 8, so 240. So that's going to leave us another 120 to play with. Oops. Okay. Clip there, I'm okay with that. So ore is going to keep coming through, and what we're going to do is have this hop across. Change the direction, and we'll merge it. Oh, it's up, I see. Okay. You know what? Actually, I'm pretty sure that this is going to be sneaky, but I think in my hard drive library, I have 6 inventory slots, so boom, just take that. This port, Hamburg, Arlanda. So let's see if our drone takes off. It might not. I don't know. Sometimes I have to go to the home port and make it go. Oh no, you know why? Because I need a drone here, that's why. I shouldn't have put the drone on the other one. Alright, that's fine. fuel. Oh, okay. What did he do? Ah, that would be a big reason why right there. Okay. Yeah, didn't have it powered. I was a little confused there for a second. Alright, so in he goes to grab about 300. Yeah, took out. Alright, then off he goes. Alright, so we should have just thinking here, should have another 120 coming out. What we're going to do is we're going to put a smart splitter here for overflow. Don't know if we'll have overflow issues or not. Did not count it out. Okay, and our left is overflow, and you're going to join up just with this boy over here. And wire is at 15. Oh, how did you get there? cable? Now let's remember where our cable originated from. It's over here. And we don't need this anymore. Oh, is there a lot of cable in this? That's dumb. That will definitely help with getting some of our cable through. Okay, and these will slowly start filling up, hopefully. There you go, kid. Alright, and hopefully that will solve our... Alright, what are you doing? Back to pick up some more, I see. I think. Yeah. Great, okay, that looks like that's working how we want it to. Okay. I want to up our plate production. It seems we are... Let's see. Oh, these are rotors. Never mind. Now we're going to work on our frames. So for frames, we know we need, we're using that alt recipe. So wire, which seems like it's been consistently backing up quite a bit. As well as plates, which also seem like they've been backing up quite a bit. Again, not super interested in the math. Kind of playing by feel. Maybe they already want to go down. Okay, there go the wires. Let's see if these will go in. Nope. Being a little finicky about. Oh, I think I see what it is. Yeah, this is going up. One. I make a lot of mistakes in the morning. So weird. Okay. I see it right there. Okay, that's the little weird angle. Alright. Let me just merge these onto here. Okay, so what this will hopefully do is when so I'm looking here and I'm seeing what's running out. It's obviously iron rods, and I knew that would be the case, but now I know that if I boost my iron rods to crazy levels, these should all be full. Yeah, I figured they would be. We'll just have enough. Gonna split some off here. Once again, as we do, we'll just add more iron onto this belt if we need more iron. Simple as sharding up those extractors, adding some smelters. Now, I think we're going to be producing more than my belt can handle. So let's find a spot to go up here. Pardon me. And what belt do we need? Okay, all these belts are good now. Everything's zooming out. Now we see that we're filling these up, even sharded up. So with all these working, we should be in decent shape. I think I still want more than that, but let's go see, before we go there, let's go see what the, yeah, these are all filling up. These guys still doing okay? Yeah, they're not. Belts out a little bit. Get things through the system a little faster. It's usually more about changing the throughput belt than like these belts, which are kind of hard to find. But this is only producing 30 a minute. You don't need to do that. But when you have a backup, you know, you could definitely consider Alright, cool. So, two main things I wanted to do, we are now done with. We got copper coming in, cable rather. We probably didn't do anything for aluminum casings, but we did for frames. And hopefully we'll be done with our flexible frames now. I don't think we have those going into a hopper yet. So. Cooling systems are being worked on. The heat sinks are the problem, huh? Surprising. Over here, I'm pretty sure the casings are the problem with this one. Yeah. Alright, we got enough. Alright, after this we're gonna build a particle accelerator, then get copper wire working and not copper wire, copper powder, pressure conversion cubes. Yeah.
Milestone reached. Project part number 9, nuclear pasta, can be created in the particle accelerator. The accelerator has vast and fluctuating power demands, depending on the recipe, so will need careful integration with your factory. Fix-It does not waste, so nuclear waste can be refined by the particle accelerator into plutonium for reuse in the nuclear power plant. Fun fact: Fix-It psychologists suggest factory designs reflect the minds of their creators in unexpected ways. On an unrelated note, your infrastructural choices have been interesting.
Thank you, Ada. Alright, so our drone is working, we got our sheets coming in, and I think what we need to do is, now that we got that working, basically cut all sheets production. Not really, but we're gonna definitely switch over more to casings. This is not an unusual thing that happens, because the fact is that just really not as many things use. So we're gonna just put you on standby. You can go on standby. You can go on standby. We'll have 2 of those, which means these should end up filling up a little faster. And we'll get some more out. too, I guess. Okay. Okay, so with these two on standby, let's take out the aluminum that's in here and hand feed these for now. Alright. You guys look like you're going pretty quick. You're missing a luminous solution. You're missing a luminous solution. And you guys, what is your problem? Going at 63%. You're missing water. I think there's water sitting here. Aluminum's always a pain in the ass. There are good ways to balance this. I just don't. Yeah, I just don't. That's part of maybe part of the problem. Can't really do anything about this. Alright. 300 per minute. You want 220? Oh yeah, that's why, because yeah, it's just way too much. Alright, yeah, we don't need all these. I guess we're just where we're at with that. Unless we fix our whole aluminum chain. Which maybe I should have. Alright, anyways, casing should be coming in now. A little bit better than before. Hopefully it satisfies our needs. And you can definitely see there's more casings on the line, but still not enough. I think we have our supercomputers down here. Oh, maybe we never piped them in. Alright. Should probably do that. Ah, you're not getting cable, that's why. There we go. Okay. Alright, they're doing a little bit better now. Why are you guys taking so long? Heat sinks. Okay, while we're waiting for some stuff, let's get some stuff in here. Yeah, you know what, let's turn these off for a bit. Or, you know what, actually, let's just underclock them. Or not underclock them, take them back down to normal. We got a good stockpile of these now. So hopefully this will just take some less aluminum frames. I'm feeling a little bit of a time pressure right now, so I'm going to use some of my tickets to buy some casings if I can. I think I can. Pretty cheap.
Parts purchase confirmed. Promotion delayed by X times part value plus fix-it stock value.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to do that too much because I want the run to be fairer, I suppose. But there is definitely a time and a place for it. That once we get particle accelerator set up and have a decent supply of fused frames and stuff, well, I think we need to go sloop hunting once we start building our particle accelerator. We're going to change our sloop production. Hey, our drone. I think we got them on computers right now. We only have 9, so right now we can't really afford to do what we want to do with it. Okay, so that's enough. So let's go on down here. This guy online. Missing cooling system. Okay. We'll just get those in a nice line. Leave a little room between the gaps. Down here, I definitely don't mind fudging the rules a little bit, because this only needs 2 inputs. Now, these 2 inputs are not necessarily fun, but yeah. What we're going to do is just put a hopper in front of each, because we don't have either of these things on our belts, because, well, they're not used until now. So we'll put copper powder in one and fused frames in the other. Okay, so what do our pressure conversion cubes, I guess they're called, yes. And then we will put an assembler down here. And pressure conversion cubes are pretty simple. So it wants a fused modular frame. And until we get a little bit more stable, we're going to do the same thing over here. Give it its inputs. Want some RCs. All right. And I'm sure everyone has either experienced the horrors of copper powder. And just to get it started off, we're just gonna buy a few more things at the shop. I think these are pretty cheap. I think they're just like 1 each. All right, that should last us for a while we build this out. Okay. So when you get that particle accelerator, you do have to be pretty careful about your power consumption. So we're going to just take a look at no connection. Really? I don't see how that's possible. I believe you. Okay. So let's go down here and get our summer sloops. And we're going to take these nice and slow. Gimme. And gimme. Okay. So we're going to do a couple cycles of the particle accelerator at various speeds just to see what our power grid can handle. Because if you just go straight into slooping these up, and sharding them up. So you can see these fluctuate between 500 megawatts and 1500 megawatts, and they do 2 cycles. So when you look at your power consumption, you should see a little bit of a rise here. But I think we are okay to do this. And then we'll think about sharding it. You're going to see this power consumption go through the roof after the first one. And if we see that here we have our consumption at 9K and our lowest dip in production is about 17, right? And that's from our turbo fuel back across the map. So once this is done, we'll see what our new thing is going to be, 2,000 to 6,000. So instead of 1,500, you can see our max consumption is it's gonna blow it. I mean, it says it's gonna blow it. It doesn't seem like it's gonna blow it. Max consumption is 11K. That shot up to here. We're on our way to 6,000. Yeah, I'm confused why this shot up so high. It doesn't seem like it would. I'm so confused. Where am I? Something's a little bug here. I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, we see it went all the way up to here, then it drops back down. I have 7 summer sloops now. Didn't I just have 9? What the fuck did I do? Alright, I'm super confused. Strange. Did I sloop these? Oh, that's where one of them is. Okay. Steal a few of those. Once again, trying to be safe rather than sorry. You know, an ounce of prevention and all that. So, if I'm correct, this should go up to 2,000, 6,000, which should be well within my power consumption range. I don't know why it jumped up to like 19,000, but that definitely kind of scared me off because I don't want to blow a fuse. And then once the next cycle begins, it's locked into that cycle. So once this happens, even if you take the summer sloops out, it's still going to produce it with as if the summer sloops were in there. All right. 2,000, 6,000. That doesn't seem like a problem to me. But look, there it shoots. 2,000, 6,000. Well, we might blow a fuse here. Let's see what happens. Doesn't seem like we would. Maybe what I can do is just pull some summer sloops out of these things that are drawing power. Like here, let's lock this down a little bit. I'm pretty good with those anyways. Knock these down a bit. And then I think we should go get some more power because that does not make me feel particularly comfortable. And meanwhile, it's just not even happening. Okay, I guess it hasn't gone through its full cycle yet. Didn't even come close. Okay. Don't know. Okay. So let's figure out what we need for this little space elevator thingy that we want to build. Copper should be right over here. Yeah, that's as high as we went. Maybe I'm misreading what, or I have a different idea of what max power means. Maybe it's saying if you slooped all your machines, this is what would happen. I'm not really sure. Oh, it's way down here. Flip that. Okay, so we got our nuclear pasta going. And now we can hook all these things back up. And now we're starting for sheets. Alright, solve one problem and Granted another. So clearly this isn't enough sheets. Alright, so we gotta go turn those machines back on. That's alright. Since we bought these three dudes, man. I love these guys. Yeah, no change here. Knock down this consumption. Yeah, see, it's not like this is taking too much. Or, actually, yeah, I guess it is taking more water that's in the system. Alright, so maybe with a little more water coming in, we'll be able to put out some more alumina solution and put out some more ingots. Alright, cool. So we solved a couple problems while inventing a couple others. That is basically Satisfactory in a nutshell, isn't it? Alright, so now we got some sheets coming in and everything. So yeah, I think we're going to end it right here. Come back to this a little bit. But now, the next step is, while these nuclear pastas are building, and remember we need 100 for this phase, and I think it's 200 for the next phase. So it doesn't exactly matter when phase 4 gets done, because more than likely it will be done before I'm done with those 300 nuclear pasta. So we're going to end it here. I do want to take a look at what we need for phase 2, just so I refresh my memory, or phase 4. So let's see if we have any concrete. We do. Alright. And then, once I get the machinery set up for that phase, I want to go do some sloop hunting, as well as bolster my power. Some sphere hunting would be nice, because I need to get depots on all of these. That would be good. Not super important, but somewhat important. And before we do all of that, though, it's probably wise to get some copper powder in there just working on its own. So let's see, we can snag some RC controls from our... And this is definitely something that I just hand feed because, well, I think you only need 300 of them, so... The space elevator. Pipe these right in. Alright. Doing good with nuclear pasta. Actually, we're doing pretty gosh darn fast with nuclear pasta. All right, so let's take a look at what everything else needs, and then we're going to wrap it up. So for the AI director assembly, that needs supercomputers, which we have more than enough of, and adaptive control units, which we probably don't have more than enough of. Oh, I think this automated wiring isn't splitting. That's what's happening. Okay. Whatever. If it works, it works. Okay. So that was the problem there. That's fine. Alright, so should we get both of these going up? But then when we think about how many do we need? Well, we have 50, right? We need 250, 500 AI directors. So we need 1,000 of those. Magnetic field generators is going to be versatile frameworks. We've seen that a lot. Frames and the thing. And then electromagnetic rods, which are pretty straightforward. Stators and AI. So we need 500 of those. And then we need the rocket propulsion system, which I bet you that's usually the easiest one, even though it looks complicated. Not made in here. Made in the manufacturer. And we're going to need, for 250 of these, this is 2, so we need 125. So we need about 250 turbo motors, 500 modular engines, cooling systems, and fused modular frames, all of which we're producing at a pretty good clip. And with these, we're just going to also hand feed them, or not hand feed them, but box feed them, because well, I don't remember what the next phase needs at all, but I know that it uses a lot of new tech and other things, so it's secondary. It does use them, like it does use these AI assembly directors, but it's like not the main thing. So we will cross that bridge when we get to it. But in the meantime, if you look, we got some turbo motors, getting close on our modular frames to having enough. So really all it is going to be hooking that up. Let's see, our stators over here, we're producing a huge surplus. In fact, let's steal some of these so we don't... in fact, since we're kind of low on cable, we can kind of do this while our cable's coming in. So let's edit our to-do list, because it definitely is getting more complicated. So we'll just do something like this, and then we'll go to edit to-do list. All right, copper powder, adaptive control. We need more of those. Magnetic control rods, frames. All right, let's see how our frame production is doing. We might just turn off heavy modular frames for a little while. It's really cable that we're sucking wind on, so I think, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to fix that. Frames are still coming in slow, but you know, we're getting filled up here, so not super slow. All right, cool. I think with that, we're gonna wrap it up here and see where we're at next time. So let's save the game, and we're at about 26.5 hours. Which I think is right on time. Starting to feel a little bit time pressure, but not anything huge. So anyways, with that, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks for watching. Space Cat out. And remember, stay efficient. Peace.